I'm a teacher, professional primary school teacher. That was my beginning. Right now I teach on past learning at any level. And around the world. Now, I want to begin by sharing a word of God with you. Our pastor has just said, and that's where I would like us to start from. And once we do that, then we shall get into the program as usual. The connection there. When you look at Genesis 1, where there is the story of creation, somewhere towards the end of that chapter, something is spoken, something very profound that we never look at. You know, what interests us in the creation story is that God created man and female, a male and a female, yes, created them. That is what interests us. And then we are also interested in the story that follows of what happened to his creation. But there are certain parts of the Word of God that are hidden, but they influence our own understanding of the things that happen around us. They influence. And some of these things I've just learned over the years as I work with people, as I get new places to visit and to work with and new people to talk to. And then you start understanding that actually if you are a Christian and a believer, then this Bible is not just a book. What we value most in Kenya that defends our rights and runs the country is the Constitution, isn't it? We value it so much. Every time something goes wrong, people are running to the Constitution to make reference and to defend themselves, to get the justice that they are looking for. The Constitution of Kenya 2010, for example, now. But if you are a believer, and I'm happy that this institution is founded on the faith in God. And Charles has just shared the Romans 12 and read it later. I don't know what it is saying. But if you are going to be of value, Mercy, I don't know if this can be moved to the center. Brian? I don't know if there's a way to move something here. Or if you want to put it across so that I can use it. I'm more analog than digital. You can see my age. And the reason I am more analog than digital is that I find it very, very effective in terms of relationships with people I am very, 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 very strong and warm and meaningful. So when you come into a learning room, what you want is how you can change the people in the room to do what is appropriate according to what is said. The methods you're going to use will depend on the environment, but also on your own passion and proof of what works for you in the change process and what doesn't work in the change process. So I wanted us to look at the book of Genesis 1 and quickly read from verse 26. Verse 26 says, then God said, let us make man in our image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, over the livestock and all the wild animals, and over all the creatures that move along the ground. Now, if you look at yourself and what you are doing now as a profession, Do you find anything that is connected to that verse? We have some of you as communication experts, we have entrepreneurs, we have researchers, Mercy. Do you find yourself feeling this verse in your work? Now, if you don't find your work, the work that you do, in the context in which it is spoken in this verse of 6, that you are supposed to rule over certain things, and the certain things no human being is put here. No, but there are things that God created by his own hand and gave us to rule over, to dominate. He gave us dominion over. So anytime you are working and you're in a place, you will find that as you are growing, then you had a passion for doing certain things. And these certain things you were doing was not about the people you were in terms of, for example, disagreeing on things. Because today, as mankind, we have put ourselves responsible for ruling other people rather than ruling what the Lord gave us. And when you rule what the Lord gave you, it means that then you must have a passion for that particular area so that it adds value to the lives of these people who created. For he created all these things and then put man in the place after creating all of them. And importantly, as it continues, it says, God blessed them and said to them, be fruitful and increase in number. Fill the earth and subdue it. Rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, and over every living creature that moves. That is why we become professionals. That is why we pursue. This institution, looking at it, saying, we are living in a time of technology, and then we are pursuing development agenda. These things come with challenges and problems. They come with challenges and problems. So for you even to serve in the name of the college, you must fix yourself somewhere. You must fix where you can bring solutions to the technological world and to the development world. And when it now comes to technology and the world and development, it is about the human being. It is about the human being. So God has put you in a central place, in the middle of this sustainability plans for humankind, to make sure that it reaches somewhere. So in my introduction, that all these students, please kindly know that whatever it is we're doing is not your own choice. It was given to you as early as you were created. As early as you were created, that you will be there. So if you are I think somebody introduced himself as a mathematician. Is it true? So that you know the names are so familiar. It will come in our language. What we need to do for people who are new to you. Do we have this kind of badges? Or do we find something that can encourage recognition? Because when I point at you like this, how do you feel? You know, you become a victim of my finger. You become a victim of my finger. So how do we then recognize people who are new in our presence? So during class management, we see how do we go about doing those kind of things. So with that introduction, remember one key concept. For your position, that you need to rule and subdue all that is under you. Now, ruling and subduing, not in terms of the not in terms of, if we talk about, look at our leaders today, what they are doing to us, but in terms of knowledge, in terms of impact, and in terms of course impact goes with change. And the change we talk about here is positive change, not just any change. So that should be in your mind. So that whatever you're going to learn is to help you be a game changer in your area for the betterment of the world and our environment. So that's what I want you to carry with you all the time, put it in your heart, and see if it will help you move forward in whatever it is for you. So let us look at the program. We are talking about ice breaking. Now, in the introduction of Charles, he talked about two words. He talked about one word. And I remember when we spoke with Mary, Mary also talked about it. He talked about pedagogy. I was trained in pedagogy when I was training as a school teacher, that level. I was trained in pedagogy. And what pedagogy means here is teaching children, right? Because pedagogy is totally different from the other one that we are going to talk about. But there's a place where they merge. That one, in teaching, again, we are talking about teaching, and the other one, we are talking about training. Training and teaching are two different things. It's factual information. Look at the time you were in primary school or in nursery school. For somebody to be taught from standard 1 to standard 8, and now they are able to do exams, there is a process and methods that the teachers must use. True. Now, what do you think training is then? If teaching is passing knowledge, not of it being factual, what is training? What could training be? Yes.
I think it will be more about skill.
Thank you. So in your students here, the ones you are going to teach here, what are you going to be doing? Are you passing skills or are you passing information? Or is it both? Yes, Master. I think it should be both. Should be both. So here, there is more of skill development. But now we are talking about somebody who has come from school at Form 4, and you want to teach them matters of environmental health. They may have never heard of environmental health, because you are training them to go back into the community. So let me assume that you are the students that are being taught here to go out there. There are things that you need to be taught about environmental health, but there are things that you are going to do out there that you need to be taught on how to do them. So that is how the difference is. That here we are talking about skills development to solve problems or challenges or issues in the community. Here is to gain information, new information that we are not. So when we come to training, and particularly training people who are not children, the word that is used is called andragogy. And the methods of teaching these two people are very different. Very, very different. Andragogy. I believe those of you, when I was looking at the needs assessment, there are some of you who have been trainers, there are some of you who have been only participants, others have been both, and others do it more regularly than others. So as we go on, and as you are going to be handling your students. At higher level of pedagogy, you would call them lectures. You call them lectures where you go into that big hall at the university, although you are adults, you go into a hall and you just lecture somewhere, there are 1,000 people and you just lecture. Doesn't matter whether you understand or not. But here, there is a lot of postgraduate work. So anybody who is now in college, a middle level college, like this one, you are going to be preparing workers, doers. At that higher level, at the lecture level, most of the time we are preparing, in pedagogy, we are preparing managers. People who are critical thinkers, who sit down, think, and then just apply themselves out for another level to go and do it. So that will be the difference between the people you're going to teach and the people that you are. So first of all, I want us to introduce ourselves as ice-breaking, as breaking method. Every time I bring in a method in this session as we are going to be going on, there's something called ice-breaking. And ice-breaking, for a college like this, it is more common in conferences and workshops. It is more common in workshops and conferences. But now when it comes to a school setup, there will always be the first month of that student that you're going to interact with. There is always going to be the first day of that student. So ice-breaking for a classroom setup, for a long-term setup, is not an everyday thing. But it will take, of course, some time. How does it work? How does it work? How does ice-breaking work? Ice-breaking works just like ice is when it is put in when you bring it out of the fridge, or the other big one is called freezer. The freezer. Is it easy to handle? Can you handle ice? No. You touch it and how do you feel?
It's like it's biting.
It is biting, you may want to push it down.
Yeah, it's not easy.
It's not easy. In fact, the way you respond to ice is the way you respond to a fire. Because both of them are hurting your body, hurting your system. But now this ice, if you put somebody in a freezer, it means that they don't have the power to talk, they don't have the power to do anything, they are dead. So when you first meet as a team, as a group, you are frozen, you are in a frozen state. You are all in a frozen state, because unless you've been working together like now, some of you have met more often. I don't know, So for me, as a trainer, and you as a trainer during that time, you have to know the students. Break the ice between you and them, and break the ice with them, because you'll find that you have students in the house who will not speak for the first 2 weeks when you are in class. But when you quietly look at them, you can find them jumping around outside there. But the moment they come in class and they see you, they are putting you at a certain level and they just withdraw and cannot interact. So the first thing that you must do is to break the ice within the environment of the classroom. The ice is going to be broken among the learners, between the learners and among the learners. And it is also going to be broken between each learner and the trainer, that is going to be you. So break the ice between you and the class as a whole And then also break the ice between you and individual students, and break the ice, let the students themselves break the ice between them and among them. So that when you are out there, you can hear them murmuring, talking, blah, blah, blah. They are like doing something positive. They are like doing something positive. But when the ice is not broken, then you can find people starting to fight even within the first week within the classroom. You can find even yourself as a trainer, you start, or as a teacher in class, you come into class, and you find everything displeasing. You find everything is in disorder. You find everything. And they are carrying a behavior that they have brought from where they are. So you must first of all break that ice. So the first step of breaking the ice is setting the norms of the functions of the class. The ice breaking stages, yeah? Set rules. If you are the class teacher, if you are going to be in charge of that class, I don't know how the setup is in a college like this, but I believe there will be some system of somebody being a class representative or something like that. So when you set the norms, then all the learners must follow the norms. All the learners must follow the norms, and the trainer, who is now you or me, must also follow the norms. So let us break that ice now here. What are going to be our norms for this training? What are going to be the things that we can do and we cannot do during the time here? Do I take it that do I this our Dr. Class is ready? Do I take it that our class representative is Brian? The principal. Do we want him to be our class prefect? Let me call it at that level. I'm going to be very simplistic in my approaches, so that because I want to put myself in the shoes of not you but the student you are going to train. I want to put myself in that shoes. So what language are they familiar with? Where they are coming from? Are they a class leader? Are they a prefect? Are they a monitor? Those kind of things. Because if we bring our own words that we use where we are, like now the principal is going to be the prefect of the class, then they may not, for them they may not understand, for us we may understand. So operate within the context of the language. Operate within the context of the language. So that when you are setting up norms now, we want to say the leader, class leader. What do we call that class leader? So can we have a class leader here now? The person who is going to voice our issues during this training. If food is late, who is going to pursue? If time is not being followed, for example, who is going to pursue that? Because for any group that has come together, there must be some form of leadership. There has to be. And we don't want to put it on the staff of the college because they are staff of the college. We want to put them in that position because the team has selected. So who do you want to be your representative? Let's use the class representative. Anybody who is willing to nominate or offer themselves? We can offer ourselves. Yabutu. Can you help us with that, or can you nominate somebody?
If I nominate, I'll be biased.
You will be?
Biased.
Why?
Because I'll obviously choose Brian.
Well, if you choose him, fine, why not? He's a student in the class. So do we take Brian to be our leader for now? Yes. So we have all agreed for Brian to do. So when we talk about that again, the class will sit and say, what are the terms of reference for that? Right? And the terms of reference will be on the norms that you have set. The norms normally touch on, today everybody has a phone. Do you want people to be receiving phones all the time? Another one comes back when the other one is coming, but another one is leaving. Do we want that kind of environment? So can we agree on something about phones during the time that we are in session? You're going to be dealing with these things when now the students are here because they are not children. They are not children. I believe they are not children. So what do we want to say about our own phones here? Mercy. Mercy, yes, Mercy.
I think we should all keep them on silent mode.
We agree on keeping them on silent mode. So silent means that when it is ringing, you are free to walk out and receive and then come back as long as it is not disturbing. Is that what you mean, Mercy?
Yes.
Silent is relative, right? We are talking about phone. Phone has many things during learning time. It becomes sometimes thought in a flash. So we are talking, let them be silent, let them not ring loud. Yeah. But how often can we receive the silent calls?
I think we just receive it. It's really pressing. But again, we can
Receive it when it is an emergency or if it is pressing. I know you may be working somewhere and probably something is required in the office that needs your attention, isn't it? So when a phone rings, you know the people who are calling you, you know, qualify which phones you can take, which phones you can receive, and which ones you cannot receive. Because so that you can avoid, because it wastes time, it disturbs, it distracts attention when people keep on going in and out. The others are distracted, and the learning is the process is interfered with. Timekeeping is also another aspect of time management. When we agree that we are starting at 9, let us start at 9. When we agree that we are going for lunch at this hour, unless we agree that let us be flexible. If we say that we are going to go for lunch at 2 and we have not finished something we are doing, the times that you can flex time is when either because you are non-residential, you want to go away, so you can say that let us take lunch at the tail end, or let us break at this time. So time management is flexible, but on agreement with the management. But as much as possible, when you are on session in class, you need to look at the time management in regards even to your time of class, although that is going to come in a method now. But for the purpose of operation, respecting others' ideas, respect of others. Have you been in a session where people quarrel because you are contributing your idea, but another person is saying, no, that is not right, that is your mind. Yeah, that is not right. So when people are grown up and they're learning, their responses are based on their own understanding and their own experience. So interestingly, if they are not subject content, because here we are not talking about subject content. For subject content, you the experts, you must be sure of what you are going to deliver as a subject content. And then how you deliver it is what becomes the TOT. How you do it so that it doesn't affect anybody who is learning. That everybody is at peace, everybody is comfortable, everybody is respected, everybody is rewarded, when the sessions are going on. So, because when you are in such a classroom, a sensitive classroom, for example, when you get people from outside, you are going to get people of different social backgrounds, different education backgrounds. And if you are not careful, then during the contributions of the session, people can pick on each other. Somebody will not talk here, but when they go out with another person, they say, hey, so that person is just as stupid as that. I didn't know. That means that you did not respect their contribution. And it happens. It has happened. And some have even caused people leaving school or being suspended or anything like that. But I'm sure we want to keep all our students on some things that will look like they don't respect each other. And so when somebody contributes, that is their point. Just contribute, just and there, see how we can harmonize all the contributions that have been made to meet the standard information that we should be arriving at. Because there are things, as I said, that is knowledge is factual, and we cannot deviate from them. So, but how do you organize that one to come out? By each one contributing what they know, because they may have learned it somewhere in a wrong way, but now you want to bring them back on that right path. So how will you know if they don't talk? Because when such a person is reprimanded by fellow students or by the trainer, then they will never ever open their mouths in the conversation. So this lack of respect and of course unnecessary noise. In classrooms you find people who sit together, they are friends, and when you are sometimes when you're training, they're discussing you and they're making a lot of noise. Instead of listening to what you are doing, they are discussing how you are dressed, or they are discussing how they know you. So it doesn't help them, because now what is being taught, they are focusing on another. So they make unnecessary noise because they have formed another classroom of their own. At the age that you are going to be handling, if most of them are school leavers and young people, you would expect that to come, and you might find a way of controlling. So let us accept this. I don't know if there's any other something you want to add. Of course, in terms of utilities like the washrooms and all that, we are going to have different students for different units, and I think it will now be the responsibility of the principal to make sure that they are guided through all the parts of the college, which parts they can access, which parts they cannot, what they can do within the college, what they cannot do. Those are the norms that you set at the beginning of the training, so that everything is meant to come out. So I don't want us to introduce ourselves again. I know we have done it, said it as much. But this particular introduction is part of, that is part 2 of my story, where we truly want to know each other. And icebreaking introduction is normally done in 2 ways. You can do it in 3 different ways. You may pair 2 people, 2 people, depending on the number, on the size of the class. If there are very many, you can have like 4, so that they just sit around the table and talk about each other. Talk about each other based on the topic that you're handling. The introduction will go beyond just knowing the name, where they have come from, It is about their life experience. It's about their life in relation to the training topic of that. So as the first exercise we are going to do, of course this is one, we have done the notes, we are now in the introduction. How would you want to introduce your students so that you get to know them, maybe alluded to it? How are you going to learn the students? Nature, behavior, likes, not likes, attitudes, character. Character is really important in that introduction. So as much as you are interested in knowing their name, that is why at the moment we talk about the name you would like to be called to. During that time, the students, as they introduce each other, they will introduce names that the school does not know. Now, for a school, the student must just introduce themselves by their official names. And if they like, they can also say that I am also known as this. Some you will find them are named Sibur. And that is what they have been hall in school where they were, and they want to continue with it, but know that in school they were named Sigur because of their nature of violent or their fierce. Just scratching people everywhere all the time. So when you see somebody introducing themselves in those kind of nicknames, try to limit them. Because that character that they're introducing themselves with, they introduce it in the class. They will introduce it in the class. So I want you to sit in truth for 5 minutes. And these are the things that we're going to talk about. Although if you are getting into exercises, this is a group exercise. We have many methods, and we are going to be touching them as we go, because in one session like this, you can even use how many methods, as many as appropriate. As many as appropriate. As an activity, the organization of the activity. The activity itself is icebreaking as a method, but now the activity within it is this. So in introducing yourself, you want to know your student well. You want to know, of course, them. What they have been doing before they came to school, before they came to college. You might want to ask about their marital status, but sometimes it may not be necessary, because some people feel offended when they are asked about their marital status. So be careful what kind of question you are going to ask. Like, I have no reason for asking you that here, but you may want to have a reason for asking them, because you want to know things that can affect them as students that are not here. Things that can affect their learning because they are not here. So some questions may come or may not. Marital status, and of course children if they have, where they have left, who is taking care of the children when they are children, and of course number and care, who is taking care of them. Because if you don't know those things about the learners that you're going to handle here, then you are likely to be assuming that everything is all right when somebody is actually suffering, when you could be able to solve that. So understand, that is what we mean by operate. You just, as you do that, operate within the learner context. I would like you to introduce each other in a manner that you know the person's name, what they have been doing in the past few years in relation to their life, but also in relation to the training that they are having here. So always put the learner context, but also the training. Is it the training? The discipline, could it be discipline? The training, that the idea for what? For example, I said the course, right? Thank you. The learner context and also the course context. Now, this is important because once you have introduced yourselves, we are going to share it out as a school, as a school, as a class now, because you will be reporting back. So as you report back, it is not only you who now knows who he is, but now the whole class understands and need to adjust on how they relate. Because you will find some have come, they are in relationships, some may even be already married, but here they are not revealing that, and therefore you find some friendships, relationships starting And you find that a girl who had been brought here by the husband or a young woman loses his marriage because of these kind of things that the school may not have known and could have been handled during an ice-breaking session within, it takes a long time. If it is a school like this, it takes even up to a month to know who is who so that you know what you can do to them and how you can speak to them, because relationships also happen between trainers and their students. So if you probably were thinking that you could get a suitor among the students, then you learn early enough. Brian, you can see you're still young. If you thought that the students who are coming in from outside are probably still not committed, you know. Then what we call during training